Novak Djokovic, Maria Sharapova, Kemp Wawrinka and Petra Kvitova all refundable to Melbourne Garden, and all but one achieved the other circle Tuesday front of one of the town's year warmth wave propagation. In a roller coaster trip not extraordinary for a Kvitova matchstick, the 2x Wimbledon defend bring down 6-3 4-6 10-8 to Andrea Petkovic in almost several hours. Djokovic fared superior. He is the indisputable star of Melbourne, in 6 of his 12 great helmet titles covered in fame at Rod Washbasin scene. Among sunlight in hot but not overwhelming facility on the other day of the 2 weeks, the Serbian cruised history us Donald youthful 6-1 6-2 6-4, on the second Margaret trial scene, in his at first formal matchstick with Creature sidelined in an incubate trauma at Wimbledon in July. The Serbian sported a grey hose on his serving arm and owns a brand new, shortened facility movement, one how lessens the effect on his law cubit. Down there is, considerably, less than get behind and be rotating, but Djokovic didn't appear concerned as he floored a simple 2 breakdown points. His at first B rate, too much, average about 114 miles per time, high rather than his drawing while he won the US Outdoor in 2011 and Madrid Masters in 2016, for sample. Djokovic told up the competition how surgical wasn't out of the issue if he skilled any discomfort in the next, but just judging by Tuesday's productivity, he looked abrupt. Game few matches, although, will ensure a various testing. It was fair 1 week ago how his involvement in Melbourne looked in question following skip and trade show in Abu Dhabi and hauling out of Doha as the protecting defend. Various tension, I did include different tension, generally nice ones, told Djokovic, whose rank has omitted to 14th. Emotion, pleasure, appreciation for Creature capable to include and prospect to competitive. Not a time back, on 3 weeks back, I didn't aware if I'm departure to act Australia or no. I was looking striker to get out on the trial and competitive. I did sense nerves and I did sense a bit skeptical if I'm departure to be capable to go on game, so as I include the recent pair weeks in the experience sessions. Yet I mind I controllable it, so I didn't get transferred off by whatever, although I was a pair times in the matchstick how things could include perhaps gotten various way and various line. I fair didn't enable it to occur. Really continuous productivity. Djokovic consumable as lot period in his position match print meeting debating a players meet recent 1 week, one in that he according to reports told how the players should search more than award cash at Great Slams and set up a individual players association. Such are issues how include surfaced in the history in men's pong. On to the everyday post, Djokovic requested ATP officials who were this, how is norm, to keep the meet and driven a attorney in him. The paper as well told boycotting following year's Australia Outdoor was an concept how was aforementioned. Djokovic, who encounters else gamer struck by trauma, Selt Monfils, in Circle 2, refuted lot of the claims. I saw how thou ve depicted me as who is really hungry, asks for more than cash and wants to boycott, Djokovic said reporters. Which happened is how we players fair requested to include us players say on specific subject area. I don't believe down there is whatever morbid on how we get along, 100 players get along 2 or 3 times in a entire year. The is one of the places wherever we get along. We requested to use the prospect to say on specific topic and see how all reacts to how, and I wonder see which opinions are. Down there was no decisions Creature done. Down there was no negotiations on boycott or whatever love how. Sharapov beats Maria you could include been pardoned for thought how Sharapov was game herself Tuesday, sliding at the TV board concomitant her matchstick, she was cladding Germany's Tatjana Maria and won cozily 6-1 6-4. It was 2 years ago how Sharapov proven favorable for meldonium at the Australia Outdoor and eventually serviced a 15-monthly prohibition. She is yet inquiring for top shape following Creature bounded to 8 tournaments while she refundable to the chain in 2017. I sense love I'm house, the 5-time great helmet victor said reporters. I sense love in each competition, and each 1 week I include various ego on various things. Several things are upcoming a slight slower rather than I requested. Several things I sense nice on. Yet sense love I'm house constructively and receive the matchstick act in. I'm reason to, in each 1 week, to hold take in which I include scientific of how 1 week and with it to my benefit in the next competition. As length as I include how in my reason, he's okay. The unseeded Sharapov many faces a hard problem in the other circle versus 14th seeded Anastasia Sevastova, who hit the Ruski at the U.S. outdoor preliminary to the tables creature rotated in else marathon runner in Beijing. Wawrinka, the 2014 defend in Melbourne, sported a scarring on his surgically restored leftward elbow as he, too much, disputed his at first matchstick with Wimbledon but battled history Ricardas Berankis 6-3 6-4 2-6 7-6, 7-2. I yet include several ache, told the Switzerland. It depends the way I'm driving, how I shove on it. In general, he's departure the law line. How's the top news story? The news story wasn't as nice for Kvitova, who skipped recent years' competition following she was attacked in her household by a blade-wielding violator and necessary surgical on her leftward, game brush. Her career was in danger. Kvitova loses heartthrob Kvitova emerging to be on year 4 win Tuesday while she stored 3 matchstick points at 4-5 in the tertiary kit. Incapable to be the competition out one day, Kvitova got else opportunity at 8-7. But guideline 15-0, Kvitova skipped a brief forehand in the net in Petkovic fully out of stance and never restored. Planet number 9, Petkovic could fight planet number 1 Simona Halep in the tertiary circle. Halep won in direct sets above 17-year-old Australia wildcard character Destiny Aava 7-6, 7-5, 6-1 but it was far of sleek for the famous Romanian. Halep towed 5-2 in the bottle opener, possessing to rescue 2 set points, later hyperextended her leftward leg and rolling her leftward ankle bone in the identical movement in the other kit. Halep following meets Eugenie Bouchard, in the Canada and a 9er matchstick loser strip by predominating Oceania Doden 6-3 7-6, 7-5. Though Bouchard has struggled with her breakthrough year of 2014, the ex-Wimbledon finalist conquered Sharapov in Madrid in a resentment matchstick recent year. Men's protecting defend Roger Federer, meantime, began his competition by weakening history Slovenia's Al Jazbadin 6-3 6-4 6-3. The 19-period great helmet victor was later interviewee by comic and artist Will Ferrell, a pong blower. Compliance in the return topic. 2009 U.S. outdoor victor Juan Martín del Potro overcame US Francis Tiafoe 6-3 6-4 6-3 in his at first Australia outdoor exterior with 2014. Del Potro sits in Federer's block, possessing beaten his Switzerland competing at the U.S. outdoor in September.